Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the video. So in this video, we're going to be going over the top 3 stocks for this upcoming week. And before we get started, we can take a look at last week's picks and how they performed in last week's bloodbath. Hint, hint, it was not good. Let's take a look. So the first stock from last week that we talked about was Limelight Networks, ticker symbol LLNW. This is one that I said I'm looking for the bottom on. Will not start a position until we find that bottom, until we see confirmation of a reversal. This stock proceeded to tank all week. We never got the bottom we were looking for. This is still high up on my watch list, watching for that reversal, as I think it's crazy undervalued, selling off, overreaction after earnings. So I'm still watching this, but I have not gotten into this stock yet. So next up was DraftKings, ticker symbol DKNG. Started off the week pretty solid, held up above $42, and then we started tanking the rest of the week. Now this is one that I said I was looking for the bottom and that reversal on as well. So I did not get the chance to add to this position yet. But this is one that I do think will bounce back hard whenever things even out, whenever the market does look better. So this is one that I'm looking to go heavy in whenever the market does look better all around and we get that reversal on DraftKings. I think it will be bound to shoot up past $50, past the offering price once again. So next up, NextEra Energy, ticker symbol NEE. This is one that I said I would be looking to take profits on either the day of or right before the stock split happens. Take profits right around $75, and I'll be looking to get back in if Biden does win the election, but we'll only do this afterwards, will not be holding through. And finally, we had Tesla, ticker symbol TSLA. This is one that we were looking to play off the volatility of, the fact that it was oversold, and this is one that we were looking to get into if it held over 410. So it held over 410 on Monday, got into a small swing size position, and then it proceeded to tank. This one that I was in and out of throughout the week. It did end up dropping past $400. This is one that I will be looking to get back into when the catalyst, the technical setup, does present itself once again. It could play off the election, but I definitely do want to find a bottom for this stock, as it does usually bounce back hard every time after being oversold. Alright, so last week's picks were pretty rough. The overall market did kill a lot of these positions, so we are looking for the bottom. We are having tight stop loss on every trade, every position we get into, and we are still staying cash heavy. I personally have over 70% in cash as of right now. So being super safe, being super hesitant in this market, being greedy with our entries, and taking quick profits, cutting losses quickly. So that's my strategy behind everything that I'm doing in this market. But I do have some stocks that I'm actually pretty excited about in the upcoming weeks, and I do think could do some pretty big things coming soon. So let's take a look at the first one. So the first stock I'm going to be talking about is DGLY, ticker symbol DGLY. So this is the body camera company, as we know. This stock loves to go crazy on social unrest, fear, and riots especially. So let's take a look at some recent news. Portland police declare riot after people break windows of several businesses. America boards up. Cities across the nation prepare for widespread looting and riots after Election Day as some states ready their National Guard. So who knows what's going to happen at the election, but there's always going to be some people mad. Now, if Trump wins, I think there's a good chance we see a bunch of riots and the non-Trump people going crazy, which would obviously result in DGLY going absolutely nuts. And who knows, it could hit the high once again of $6. This is just a play on social unrest, uncertainty, fear, riots, and just craziness that could happen in the United States. So anything could happen in the coming weeks, but no matter what happens, I do think there's going to be a lot of fear. There could be some riots, and this is a stock that I want to be in if it does take off, if we do get those riots once again. So I think this has a good chance to pop, and I do like the technicals as it's sitting with pretty strong support at $2. And if we get pops, if we get more riots, I do think this stock will break $3, which would be almost a 50% gain from where we are sitting right now. So I do think this is a pretty risky position to get in, as it is kind of a penny stock. So make sure to have a tight stop loss if things do not go the way for DGLY. But I do think the risk reward is great. I do think the play on uncertainty could make this stock take off. So this is stock that I'm in, and I will be looking to increase positions on any dips leading to the next couple weeks with fear and uncertainty in the market. So what are some other fear and uncertainty stocks that go along with the election? Gun stocks. Gun and ammo stocks could be taking off at the beginning of this week. Now, personally, I do not want to be holding these positions through the election because who knows the policies that people are thinking going to go through with the Second Amendment. So anything could happen with that. So this is a position that I want to sell before the election happens, just because I do not know what the price action of these stocks will do post-election. But these are some that I want to trade pre-election, leading to the election, and then after the election, maybe get back in for earnings, which I'll be talking about in just a second. So the first one of these that I'll be talking about is Ammo Incorporated, ticker symbol POWW. So this is one that I love the technical setup of. So as you can see, it has very strong support at $2 and strong resistance at $3. So this is pretty much trading within the trading channel as it trades between $2 and $3. Right now it's sitting at $2.20 with upside that I'm looking at in the $3 range. So I do like the risk reward with 20-cent downside, 80-cent upside. They also did come out with a press release this week, which they're saying that they're increasing their production capacity in a targeted and strategic manner. And this will open up the ability to generate up to an additional $70 million in annual revenue through the sale of loaded ammunition and brass casings to new and existing customers across all channels. So this company is sitting with a market cap right at $100 million. They're increasing the revenue with the upside of going up to $70 million in increase. So this is a small company, and a press release like this, I believe, should have had a bigger reaction on this stock price. And with all the social unrest going on, there could be a crazy amount of ammo sales as people gear up, load up on their weapons, just in case more civil unrest happens. And you know, when fear happens, people are going to be loading up on guns and ammo. They're sold out everywhere. And another play on this is Vista Outdoor, ticker symbol VSTO. So these stocks were actually down big on Friday, reason because there is news out that Walmart is taking guns and ammo away from their store. Now yesterday news came out once again that they're going back on this, saying that Walmart reversed the decision to remove guns and ammo from store shelves. So as the current incidents have remained geographically isolated, we have made the decision to begin returning these products for sales for today, a company spokesperson says. So this was an overreaction on Friday, an overreaction sell-off. The news did not even go through, so they should have a pretty good size bounce back, in my belief, this coming week. And with all the social unrest, the certainty, Vista Outdoor actually has earnings on November 5th, which I believe could be absolutely huge. As just everything in the gun and ammo sector, it's just all sold out. So I think these earnings could be huge. Once again, I do think it is a little bit risky to be holding through the election, so I would preferably like to sell out before the election does happen, get back in post-election, just to protect myself from some crazy volatility and price action that could happen. But with all the global events going around, all the ammo sales, these are something that I want to be in for a more shorter term trade. So next up, one of my favorite stocks to buy mid/long term, this is Rocket Mortgage, ticker symbol RKT. Now I think this stock is absolutely crazy undervalued, sitting right around $18 as of right now. So this company is pretty much purely online, and they're innovating within the industry as a whole and should be valued, in my opinion, as a fintech company and not just a mortgage company. So they're involved in originating, processing, underwriting, and servicing loans. So the company offers its mortgage loans in 50 states through the internet, national television, and other marketing channels. It also offers title insurance, property valuation, and settlement services. They have a bunch of businesses behind the name of Rocket companies as well, the biggest one being Rocket Mortgage. Quicken Loans is also a pretty big one, and they have some smaller ones underneath those as well. So this company is excelling in the current environment right now. First of all, being all the way online, what does this do? People want to be online because of the pandemic that's going on right now. It's much harder to go face to face with a mortgage lender, go through that full processing. People don't want to do that. Rocket Mortgage is going to help them be purely online, make the process quick, make the process easy, and make the process just innovative and better for the customer. So I see a lot of people talking about that the reason the stock is down is because the mortgage rates are low, which is bad for profit for companies. Now this is totally 100% wrong. The revenue that Rocket Mortgage makes is from origination and service fees from the loan. They sell the mortgages within 60 days to Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, FHA, and more, and then they get paid fees from the buyer to continue servicing the loans. The more loans they make, the more money they make. The lower the interest is, the more new mortgage and refinancing is done. So essentially, the lower the mortgage interest rate is for these loans, the more profit Rocket Mortgage will make, because just the more home sales, all they depend on is the amount of home sales and the amount of loans that they can service. They don't depend on the rates to give them that profit margin. No, they just want more and more. That way, more and more sales, more and more profit, more and more revenue. Also, if you're aware of Rocket Mortgage, which I'm sure 99% of you are, reason because this company markets like crazy. Any TV channel you see, any social media, personally, I've seen their ads literally everywhere. Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Hulu, everywhere I go, I see Rocket Mortgage ads. And I was making a joke on Twitter the other day saying that Rocket is taunting me with all these ads, showing me the bag that I'm holding. But in actuality, I love to see a company who knows how to market to the younger audience, who knows the best platforms where they get the bang for their buck. And I think with all these ads, their names getting out there, they're picking up so many customers, and this could be huge with just the current environment with the low interest rates that are expected to go on years to come. This company has a big opportunity in front of it with some massive growth. So I was looking on StockTwits this morning and I saw something very, very interesting. Now, first of all, you cannot trust anything that's not directly from the company as a fact, especially you cannot trust somebody on StockTwits. Rocket will be announcing Rocket Auto at their earnings, which is going to be on November 20th. He said, I found out more yesterday about this new venture for someone within this branch of the company. Currently, these employees work as vendors for Vroom.com, but will be rebranding and just selling under the Rocket Auto brand starting January 2021, from what it sounds like. Currently, they're testing the Rocket Auto selling platform within their Rock group of companies. I'm being told that its app will be almost identical to Rocket Mortgage. When you apply for a home loan, you will then be able to apply for a car loan know if you're approved within minutes, and then be instantly taken to their list of vehicles you can purchase. They're saying this will be the fastest, safest, most affordable way to buy a vehicle. Now, in my opinion, there's a very low chance of this coming to fruition, this earnings, but this would be a game changer if it did come true for Rocket Mortgage. Now, you got to be hesitant when reading these messages on stock twits. A lot of these people are liars and just trying to pump the stock, so always be aware of that. But this is very interesting. It is an interesting scenario to be aware of, but do not depend on this information in the least just because there's no proof behind this. But something very interesting, there is a job posting out, and it says who we are. Rocket Auto is a virtual car buying experience that's dedicated to helping our clients confidently buy and sell vehicles through a seamless virtual experience. So as we know, Rocket Mortgage is pretty much the quickest, easiest way to get their mortgage loans done. And if they did involve these car loans, I think that'd be absolutely massive, and they'd be a huge player, just involving so much more growth if they did enter this industry. Now, once again, take this with a grain of salt. It's just a random guy on stock twits with 20 followers, but I do like the thought behind it. I do like the potential behind it. I do like the upside of what could happen. So we can take a look at some Google trends of the past 5 years of refinance and home for sales Google searches. So we can see that this year it's taken off more than ever. And as you can see on the refinance search, it did have that initial pop, but since then it's held a much higher level than it has in the past. Same with homes for sale. We did see that initial pop. It has gone down since then, but it's still holding a much higher high than what it was before. So something very interesting right there, as it does seem it's slowing down slightly, but it is still holding much higher than history of the past 5 years. So we saw Rocket Mortgage in the past run all the way up to $35 pre-earnings in last quarter's earnings. Since then, it's been tanking ever since. So let's take a look at why this company dropped so much after stellar earnings. So we can see the earnings, Rocket Mortgage closed $72.3 billion in loan volume, which is more than any quarter in their 35-year history. They also increased their profit margin to 5.19%, up from 3.25% in the first quarter of 2020. So also Rocket Companies generated 300% year-over-year growth in adjusted revenue and $2.8 billion of adjusted net income in the second quarter. So there's the stellar earnings right there. So why did the stock drop? So they said on the earnings call that they were lowering expectations for the remainder of the year. So this is the game changer. The stock market trades on future expectations, not on past results, no matter how good those results were. So if you had a great quarter but you're lowering expectations for the next quarter, the market is not going to like that and the stock is going to tank, which is what happened here. They did talk about the fourth quarter being a good amount lower, and the CFO essentially said that the fourth quarter in history is very slow for mortgage loans, so they're not expecting anything different from the history that we've had in the past couple years, but this can always change, but for now they're lowering their guidance. So that's what hurt the stock, that's what made the stock tank. I do believe that at this point, at this price point, it is very, very overblown, and just everything going on in the global environment, the virus going on, people are going to want to do things online. I do think we could see another earnings run up pre-earnings. Now personally, I have not decided whether to hold through November 10th earnings or not. I usually sell before earnings and just play the pre-run, but depending on price action, if it does not move much from this price up, I will probably hold through just because I do have pretty high conviction on this earnings. You can ask anybody in this industry, they're all saying that they're overwhelmed with customers and they've had record demand. So I do have pretty high conviction on this trade, and I'm very excited to see what November 10th earnings will bring for this company. So those are my top stocks for this upcoming week. A quick recap, we got Rocket Mortgage, ticker symbol RKT, DGLY, ticker symbol DGLY, and the Vista Outdoor, ticker symbol VSTO, and Ammo Incorporated, ticker symbol POWW. So good luck to everybody this week. Trade safe, stay cash heavy, take your profits, and cut your losses quick. If you want to join the private stock group, that link is down below. 3 free stocks on Webull up to $1,600. I would greatly appreciate it. It is an affiliate link, so I do get a free stock as well when you get your free stocks. Also, Acorn Investing, $5 free on there. Coinbase, $10 free in Bitcoin. Can't go wrong with free money. Those links are also affiliate links, so it does help support the channel. And yeah, guys, always just make sure to trade smart this week. Be safe, be risk managed, and good luck to everybody. I wish you all the best. Let's get rich, baby.